All right, guys, welcome. I'm going to show you. So, hopefully, you have completed and you finished the stock market interview that I had there with Mr. Spadaro. So, today and to end this week, we're going to do a little stock buying simulation, which this is kind of going to be weird to look at because the stock market is really bad right now because of everything that's going on. But it gives you an idea of what it would take to make money in the stock market, or the simulation we're going to do today most likely lose money just because it's had a rough go around during these times. So what you see in front of you are you're going to have to look at buying three different stocks for this assignment. Okay, I'm going to do a simulation of how I would do one, which will kind of help you guys figure out how to do your three. So the questions that are asked are the name of the stock, the price of the stock in January of 2020, how much would it cost for 100 shares of that stock? Then what is the price of stock right now? So whatever day you decide to do this, you want to look at how much it's trading for at that point in time and how much did you make or lose. I will tell you most of these right now, because of where the market was in January and where it is now, you're probably going to see a lot of losses, which for me would not mean, if you paid attention to the interview, which would not mean to get out of the stock market, but it's just going to look bad right now, but it's okay. So, but anyway, let me show you how to do this. So I'm going to look up today Ford Motor Company. So the website I want you guys to go to is marketwatch.com, and you'll see this pop up eventually. Come on, maybe it will. Okay. Now, oops, I think I hit the wrong thing. Okay, here we go. I want to look up Ford as a company on MarketWatch. So where will I go? I go to the search symbol over here, and I'm going to put in Ford. And as I look through this, I will see this is Forward Industries, not what I'm looking for, but it says Ford as their symbol. I see F. This is Ford Motor Company. And you'll see that's right there. Now, you will see today, right now, it is trading at $5.48. That's what this number is right now. Okay? Meaning that it's up 18 cents today from where it was previously. So I'm going to go back to this sheet as that's loading, and I'm going to put $5.48. That's just today's numbers. I'm just going to get rid of that because it's there. Now, the price of stock January of 2020, that's what I'm looking at now. So I'm going to go back to this chart. Now, how do I find how much it was trading for in January of 2020? I'm going to go to this right here. This is just how it's traded for the day. I'm going to hit this drop down arrow, and I'm going to go back 6 months because we are in May now. So this will at least let me be able to see what it was trading for in January. If I hit this little black back arrow, it leaves me so I can see what date. And if I scroll through this chart, you'll see January 1st, they weren't open. The stock market isn't open on New Year's Day. So on January 2nd of 2020, that stock was trading for $9.42. Okay. So I'm going to go back to my chart and put in $9.42. Okay. So then we ask ourselves, well, how much for 100 shares? It's actually pretty simple math. I'm going to go 100 times $9.42. So to buy 100 shares at that cost, would have cost me $942. So that's what I'm going to put in here. 942. Now, if it's trading for $5.48 now, how do I figure out how much I made or lost? Pretty simple. So right now, if I own 100 shares and it's trading at $5.48, I want to do 100 times 5.48, which equals 548. I'll just put this in here so that I have that reference, 548. So how much do I know how much I've made or lost in that trade so far? So I'll just take the 942, subtract, because it's a loss, 548. Oops, what was that number again? 394. So that would show that if I bought 100 shares in January of 2020, so January 2nd, I decided to buy 100 shares in Ford at $9.42. And if I sold it today, all right, at this price, I would have lost $394. Okay. Like I said, most of these are going to be at a loss unless you get lucky and you somehow find something that has done good. But if you look at any of these charts, okay, here's a good way of how to read this. Let's go back to that 6 month, if it lets me. Come on, baby. So if you look at this, now think about this. Let's look at these dates. All right. We talk about the stock market. So February, coronavirus, the rumors of what's going to happen. It's February, right? All of February, it drops more and more as the market starts to crash. Think about when we got out of school. All right. Right around this time, the market takes even a deeper crash on these days. Okay. Now it's back and forth, back and forth. Okay. This is what he was saying in the interview. Where would you invest your money? Maybe in those, think of those places that really lost profit that people would travel to, that they would go use. So restaurants and other things, or think about Cedar Fair, where their stock probably took a huge hit. Now, in the coming months, all right, as things maybe start to open up a little bit more, these prices might go up, okay? Maybe to exceed, I don't know how much for Ford, but if people decide that, hey, I'm going to start buying cars again, or that's going to go back up, we might see the price of their stock go back up. So the opposite of how much you've lost, think of if you bought stock, let's say March 23rd, okay? If you bought stock on March 23rd for $4.01 and you sold it today, you would have actually made about $150. Okay. So this is how that kind of works and how people, he talked about in the interview, it's a long-term investment. Most likely, okay, this Ford stock will get back into the 925 range or even higher as the months and the years move on. Okay. But hopefully it makes sense to you of how you guys need to do this. Okay, and where to go to find it. Let me go back to the sheet real quick. All right, so you pick a stock, search for it. Remember, go back to that search. Look up something maybe you find interesting. If you're wondering, if you look up like a company and you want to see how to find out what their ticker symbol is so that you can use it, I would just look up, let's see, Cedar Fair ticker symbol. Okay. And if you look it up that way, it'll tell you that theirs is on the New York Stock Exchange, so right here, it says FUN. All right, that's their ticker symbol, FUN. So if you go back to this, say that's what you want to look up, you just put in FUN. What will come up? There's Cedar Fair. Come on, baby. Open up. And what does it show you? That's what it's trading for right now today, $28.73. Okay, so this might be an interesting one for a lot of you guys to do. And remember, you can do the old, I'll show you there's going to be a theme here. You can do, sorry, this is running really slow. A lot of the market sites will run slow because it's just constantly changing by the minute. So let me see if I can pull this down. Let's do the 6 month here. Come on. And you will see, maybe. All right. So look at this one. Same theme, right? February, boom, dropping. Historic low, 13. Imagine this. If you bought this in March at 1345, okay, what's it back up to today? Okay, 28. So 100 shares, you got a $15 difference, right? About $1,500 you would have made on that if you bought it on that day, but you never know what the bottom was going to be. You go up to here, it's $54 a share. It'll most likely, hopefully, get back up to that. All right. So if you're buying back down here at $13 and it getting back up here, all right. But this is when a lot of people were selling. So I don't want to get too much more into how this works and confuse you anymore, but this is what I kind of want you guys to do. Just a little simulation. How much would I have made or lost? You're going back to January 2020 to the present day of when you decide to do this. But that's what I want you guys to do. If you have any questions, make sure you email me so that you can get this done.